Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Kolawole. May I know your name, please?
My name is YASMEEN Olawore.
You are welcome to Poetic Wednesday program, where we analyze poems written by our poets in school. And of course, we had a session already around a poem you wrote. So, and it was an interesting one. We hope that this one will also be interesting. Now, today, as we saw last week, Wednesday, we saw a poem titled That Bird Died. So, and we felt like, oh, That Bird Died, it's not a common title that we will see anywhere. Was there an inspiration for this title, or you just thought of it and you came about the topic? Or perhaps you first introduce yourself once again.
Yeah. My name is YASMEEN Olawore, and I am an art student of SS3 class. The inspiration of this poem, That Bird Died, actually has been something I've thought of once. But when I wrote it, it didn't just come to me. I was actually in class, and a friend of mine entered the class and was like, oh, I was going to the hostel and I just saw some birds. She said that she just saw some birds flying, and then one hit the wall and one died. So that made me think and remember what I thought of before, like, okay, about this. So then I wrote my poem in relation to what she said. So that was the inspiration for That Bird Died.
Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful and thoughtful poem. Because it's not regular. Sometimes we see things happening, but we don't even have time to think about them, especially when they contribute almost nothing to our environment or to our own personal life. So we feel like they are nothing. And of course, as the poem is The Bird Died, so I could see it as a romantic poem. So it talks about nature. So because the birds, they are part of the nature around us. Yeah, can you please read the poem for us? Because when I saw the poem, looking at the poem, I felt like, wow, the structure of the poem itself says a lot about it, and the artistic production of the poem, where we see a bird inside a cage here or on the tree. So, and at the same time, we could see a tree, stems and everything. Also, we notice that in this poem, it is not a regular stanzaic pattern that we have. So we have it being divided into different angles. Is there anything special about this formation of stanza that we are here to uncover?
Actually, when I was writing the poem A Bird Died, it could be seen as a romantic poem, like a poem that has something to do with nature, since it's a bird. But the bird there actually could be seen as something metaphorical, like not to actually mean a bird, but to mean life generally. And the artistic, or let me say the drawings at the background of the poem, the tree, is just a symbol of life. And the pattern of the poem is just like when wind is blowing and it blows the leaves of the trees. So you could say the lines of the poems are leaves being blown by the wind from the leaves of the tree.
Oh, wow, that's very great. Thank you so much. And I feel like because of course, as a teacher of poetry, I felt like, okay, maybe the division in the stanzaic, in the stanza, whereby we have some at the left side and some at the right hand side, could actually symbolize the flying of the bird on the sky, on the surface of the sky. When it's flying, the feather out its lips. And I feel like, wow, this is interesting. And of course, and it could also mean that, okay, this is about how life is not the same all through. Sometimes it's it will come in a way that you feel, oh, this is interesting, this is perfect. And sometimes you just see it going another way, and that is actually what I saw about the structure. That is the beauty of poetry anyway. Yes, could you just help us to read this poem? Because all of us, we're just talking about a poem titled That Bird Died, but we've not heard the poem itself. Could you just let us know the beauty?
Okay. That bird died. How fickle is life, how fragile, how soft. A single hit can end it all. A crash to the wall, and that was all. That little bird, yesterday alive, in the blink of an eye, it died. No one to save it, till darkness embraced it. So I mourned the dead, but still sat watching. How fickle is this life? We hold grudges. We love it. Don't say it. For thought of tomorrow, we call it hope, we assign it goal. Lost the bird, locked away, care for that far away, that cares not of age, color, class, or name. We think it will stay, one day fades away. The sand we dread to step with our feet will one day be the bed we sleep. Of all things, that same darkness will be all that's left, await said day. But before then, we hold grudges. Fail to forgive, await tomorrow, we fail to give. Do not breathe, we fail to live, so blinded by the hate we give. Fail to show love to those who need. We care not, but shall never pass once more. Till when?
Wow. This is just another level of beauty, because ending this point with a rhetorical question itself is it's another level of mind-blowing artistic prowess embedded in this poem, because you tabled in this poem, you tabled some issues, how we live our life with people, how we feel like we can still hold grudges with people, fight them, do this, do that, and the question of when death will come is also pertinent. And at the end, the question is, till when are we going to do all this? So, when you are writing this, do you see anything? Like, you see somebody dying and the person is being saddened by the environment or the happenings of their life?
Actually, when I was writing the poem, I was thinking of that dead bird, but still putting the dead bird in a different context.
Okay.
Like, when I said, the sand we dread to step with our feet will one day be the bed we sleep. In this place, I thought of pride and humbleness. Sometimes we think that we act, or we think it will all be like that forever, like it won't stop being that way. So we fail to think of tomorrow, like to think of the next moment. We are so stuck in the present that we fail to think of the next moment. So when I said, one day be the bed we sleep, at a point we will be in a completely different situation where we will have to account for those things that we do. And that at every moment, when I said, lost the bird locked away, care for that far away, like, the bird locked away in this poem is your present time. Like, you're so hungry for what's happening, what's going to happen tomorrow, that you fail to secure the present. You fail to do what is needed in the present, while being so mindful of what's going to happen tomorrow, which you are uncertain of. The tomorrow that might never come. There's a saying that goes, I will never pass this place again. Therefore, any good I can do to any human being, let me do it now. Or I shall never pass this way again.
Wow, that's a very very heavy conclusion. We really appreciate your time, and I think this makes me reflect on how we live our life and how death preys on us, and we don't realize it. So thank you for your time. We really appreciate this. We hope that you've written another one for this week, which is
Yes,
another poem.
already posted.
You will not tell us the title yet, right?
No.
Thank you so much. I could not laugh like I wanted to laugh because it's about death and it's still reminiscing about it. Oh, thank you so much. We really appreciate this, and we want more of this. In fact, we want all these perhaps in an anthology written by you, inshallah, very soon. So as our great support in AR-RAHEEM International College. Once again, here with me is YASMEEN Olawore, discussing the poem The Bird Died, and the host, Muideen Kolawole. Till next week, inshallah, we meet in peace and not in pieces. Goodbye.